Hello, good morning. This is my first live on my laptop. Let's see how this works. Um, I wanted to talk about social security systems and communism, and I guess socialism, and how it would be great in a family like um just a few people, your atomic family. I'm not talking about your relatives, your cousins, your fucking aunties. No, talking about mom, dad, the kids, and that's pretty much it. You know, because main job is to raise kids into adulthood, and as an adult, you can't expect the rest of the world to provide for you. Of course, like there are nice people and there are occasions where that happens, but to expect it is the problem. You can't expect that, right? What I've noticed in my personal life is that because there's Medicaid, Medicare, there's Social Security, because there's housing like shelters and stuff like that. Not saying it's bad, but in my life, what I experienced is that my parent, maybe my dad too, but my mother, the female spirit of my parent, my female parent, mama, she would tell me to take advantage of the system all the time. Well, not all the time, but like, if it ever came up about like, I have an issue, it's just like, yo, go to the city, go to the city. It's free money. That's I grew up. I never really was comfortable with that shit, and I never knew why, because it all made sense. It's like, you could just get some money from somebody else. But I just never felt like that was a natural thing that I wanted to do. Like I just felt like that shit was wrong in some kind of way. Especially I'm a young, strong person. It's not like it's impossible for me to do something for myself. But that was the advice I would always get, and I think that idea of it being there whenever you need it is what prevents a lot of people from saving up themselves, taking care of their own family themselves. I hear a lot of people say like, "Oh, you did the best you can," but in all reality, you you rode a wave. You didn't really, you didn't really, you just did it. Like, oh, like of course, you did it, but I don't think the idea of raising kids are like for a family is not primary no more. It's not like what are we here doing? We're raising kids to make the next generation better. Like we're gonna have a lawyer next generation. We're gonna have a doctor next generation. We're gonna have a mansion next generation. We're gonna have a fucking yacht or some shit. The next generation is gonna have this power, whatever, however it manifests. Never that. It's well, not I ain't gonna say never, but in the world we're living in today, where individualism and socialism is like so fucking cool. Like, nobody thinks like, well, nobody gives a shit about history, so why would you even care about the future if you don't really care about the past? I get that. Know? We're so blessed to have all the information now, and nobody wants it because the entertainment world is done so good to entertain us, to pacify us. You know, I know women are more emotional and react to their emotions more than dudes, but dudes, we got emotions too, and we can react as well. We all have been caught up in this whole scheme to be controlled, and it's crazy. Like nobody thinks that they've been controlled. I'll tell you right now, I've been controlled. My mind has been controlled. All the beliefs that set me up to act a certain way, all the beliefs that I had that made me think a certain way. I was so like my view on the world was so bleak. Like I was like, this is The only good thing I can say about that time is I knew that this shit wasn't right the whole time. I was like, this is not right. This is not natural. This is not how Mother Nature wanted it. This is not how God wanted it. I don't know what the fuck, who you want to call Ghostbusters. I don't know, fuck, right? But I just knew this shit wasn't right. Everything is just so fake and it's funny, you know? Whole ethnicity, Black Americans, like 80. I'm gonna say 80 because I'm not sure how it is in like everywhere else, but in like cities, especially like New York, there's the one place I could really speak for. It's like you got brainwashed and just set into all these different sections of brainwash. Like, come on, you think there's one story for everybody? And when it comes to being brainwashed, oh, they got a specific story for everybody. Those KKK, Ku Klux Klan people, that was created by the Democrats. And you think they didn't get lied to and be told a story about Hitler and shit like that? Like, niggas believed in Hitler as Americans. Or had to get lied to because they still fuck with America. I assume if you want to consider yourself KKK or Confederate, you have to respect the founding fathers. So there's still some kind of respect for America. But no, so my point is this: it's all different types of brainwashing, and I think the one thing that could get anybody out of brainwashing is this. No, this question, right? You ask yourself: is this good for me? Is this good for my family? Is this good for my future? Or does this feel good right now? If it feels good right now, it's most likely some bullshit. Like drugs. Every time my fellow black people say America is racist, it's like, yo, are you stupid? It's not just one people that's running the country. You understand how fucking governments work and how there's different groups who fight for power within the government? You understand that the government provides different powers? Not the government. The government is a bunch of other things. Most important is defense and shit like that. But you say the government, like who's running the government at that time? Is it one entity that's still running the government? Is it one person who's been alive since 1776 running the government? No. The government is made of people. All you gotta do is find out who people is fucking you over. And this world got set up into just believing that individualism is it. Like once you matter because pretty much the story is as long as you're happy, connection. Anyway, so the story that I've been fed and everybody, even like my fucking mom, you know what I'm saying? That's crazy as shit. Like that was a whole generation before mine. Mother had me when she was 28. I'm 31. You do the math. Whole generation before. Still, she got caught up to. And look, why I can't blame her, and I can blame most people is, well, not. It's not saying I can blame most people. The reason why I can't blame most people is Back then, you really had to trust the book you was reading. You really had to trust the author that wrote the book. You had to go find the fucking book to get the information. Now we have so much information. It's like if you really don't want to know, then it's okay. You just won't know. Now, if you want to know and you want to be a grown up and make real decisions about your life, the information is there. The information is there. Like I honestly feel like I should have. I don't know if anybody remembers. There was a group, Lives Matter. Not really. You know how they got the Blue Lives Matter shit, and they kind of like pro police and stuff like that. But with these guys back in the day, a little while ago, and I'm sad I don't hear about these. Not about them anymore. But the Oath Keepers were military men, police officers from all over. Whatever type of police officer you was in America, whatever type of military man you was in America, you had an oath to take. You took an oath to, to the Constitution, to the people of this country, not to your commander, not to mm, yeah, to the president, but still, his job. All right, let's get to the point. Oath keepers were police officers and military men that would not break the law or break their oath that they took just to, I guess, quote unquote, follow a law, or even better, follow an order. It will, in theory, I've never seen them really do this. It's just pretty much the story that they will refuse an order if it wasn't constitutional. Like that was the main thing about it. And I thought that at the time that was amazing. It's just I guess I was more into the leftism, and I had a bunch of friends that was liberal, and I didn't really have any conservative friends. So now I don't have really that many conservative friends. But maybe if I subscribe to them more, listen to them more, the left shooter. But that's one of those woulda, coulda, shoulda situations. Yep, yep, yep. It's a relief. 'Cause for so long, I was like, what the fuck is wrong with me? For so long, I was like, I'm cursed, destined for evil destruction. That's it. The only way to get ahead is to step on other people's neck. That's what I started to believe. Deep down, I was like, nah, no way. But all you people want to get mad at how ignorant us black people are in America. I really don't understand the all-encompassing brainwashing that we have. The celebrity, yeah, the celebrities we trust so much, and politicians that we trust so much, and they all just use us. All black guys don't matter except when it's time to vote a Republican president out. I ain't peeped that shit yet. I feel like I'm all alone in New York. I feel like I'm all alone. Yeah, I though, because I've never been so. What's the opposite of depressed? Seriously, whatever the opposite of depressed is, I've never been this so long, so consistently. Now I get it. It's not like This shit is out of my hands. It's not out of anybody's hands. It's not about success. It's not about personal success. Like, there's this whole new thing out here. You got a whole bunch of people on Facebook and lifestyle coaches, whatever the fuck they call themselves. It's not about that. It's about larger society. Be rich. Could be. That wouldn't have made me as happy as the information I learned recently about why this world is fucked up. Now, I know it's not me. Fucking broken, evil. Um, it's been a process to break down this country. We just so happen to be here. If it wasn't Chinese people or Indian people who replaced Africans in America, all of us, any of us, we would have been used to break down this country. I just want my fellow black people all over America to realize this country, this country is now part of our history as black Americans. If you don't want to call it your home, that's fine. This is my home. Where I ain't gonna let nobody tell me to hate my own home, my own house. Like me here in Brooklyn. How do I do that? I grew up here. What's the same things you dislike? It's perfect. You want to tell me change Brooklyn name to no, I can't even think of the name. All right, well, that's pretty much what I'm talking about this morning. I guess the point where I started was we thought we was getting the ultimate deal, the Social Security nets and all it. But what it really allowed for was the people who were supposed to be responsible and are have a savings. I don't need to have an emergency fund. I don't need to have college funds for my fucking kids waking up. I mean, growing up. Mm-mm. Nah, they'll get government aid. Just want you to realize you can't say you did the best you can. You took the easy way. What you ain't realize is the easy way is a trap. It's always been a trap and always will be a trap. There's no easy way in building up your people. It takes discipline and dedication. It takes being genuine, not doing shit just because it feels good for a moment. Doing shit because it's gonna feel good to see your fucking kids enjoy that shit later. Maybe you'll get to see them enjoy it, maybe you won't. But that's what real, that's what real adulting is. Okay, guys. Peace out. See you tomorrow morning, maybe. Most likely. I'm trying to do it.